This is Jura, one of the wildest and most majestic islands in the whole of Scotland. This amazing island, forming part of Scotland's Inner Hebrides, is about as wild and remote as they come. Just the way Ollie and I like it. So it was the perfect location for our final journey together. That is my idea of heaven. How the white sanded beaches. I don't think it gets any better than that. Trek across Jura and you'll walk through a world shaped by time. Raised beaches like ancient scars above the sea. The west coast of Jura has some of the best examples in the whole world of raised beaches. You'll see waterfalls tumbling down from heathered hills and isolated parallel white sand beaches nobody ever walks on. So I'm pleased I chose this place for our final adventure together. And what a place to share it. So this is my little lad, Ollie. This lovely little boy has been my best mate and my loyal companion for the past 11 years. And I'm his best mate and his dad, Michael. I'm starting to run out of superlatives for this place. It's absolutely amazing. We didn't come to this stunning island with the expectation this would be our last journey together. That heart-wrenching realisation came to me on the very last day, on the very last beach. And I can tell you something, the thought of that was like a stab in the heart. I'm a proper softy at heart, mate. I just love that little lad. Yeah. So this magnificent 60-mile journey takes us around Jura's remote and uninhabited north and west coast. And on this 5-day journey, we'll trek past spectacular tidal whirlpools, immerse ourselves in solitude and nature, and we'll occasionally cool ourselves off in idyllic bays and awesome waterfalls. And on this whole journey, we only came across one human.
He's having a great time.
Ah, he is. Now he's found another human. Thanks, pal. Lovely to meet you. Well, pal, this lovely couple who I saw early doors. With this lovely couple here. First couple I've seen on the whole journey. But there'll be plenty of wildlife. 2 kids, goat and a red deer. Nice little family of them. We'll spend cosy nights in old bothies and camp under the stars on powder white sand beaches and spectacular sea cliffs, ending our amazing nights with sunset after sunset to die for. So this isn't just a journey around Jura, it's a heartfelt tribute to my little lad and my faithful friend. So please come and join me, my little lad, on our final journey together around the absolutely stunning wild island of Jura. It's absolutely magnificent. I can't see anything else about it. I'm gonna get vexed with that. That'll be out. Shouldn't have any dinner. One word for this day, magnificent. Out of all my days on Jura, this one will live long in the memory. So after leaving this lovely bothy behind, I head off on what turned out to be an absolutely fantastic day's hiking through pure Scottish Highland wilderness, full of caves, natural arches and amazing raised beaches. I also on this journey headed inland to visit some of the many freshwater lochans that exist on this stunning island. And the beaches. These powder white sand beaches, isolated on the west coast, are absolutely gorgeous. So this incredible day's hiking was topped off nicely with a fantastic night's camping on this magnificent beach. It's absolutely stunning. It's absolutely magnificent. I cannot say anything else about it. I think that's boiled. Me rice up. Me rice and me pasta. So good morning, and I woke up this morning feeling fresh as paint. No alcohol whatsoever. Still got that whiskey left. I'll probably drink that and I can be rough again tomorrow. But I had a great night last night. Hopefully enjoyed the sunset. I said last night I'm going to probably plan on staying at I think it's Sheehan Bay. It looks like a nice place. Hopefully I make it to there. If I don't, I don't. There's a nice bay before then, which is about halfway around. It's about 6 or 7 miles. I might actually end up staying there, but it's nice. Because I've decided last night, because I've had a slow day yesterday, I'm probably going to miss out doing the Paps of Jura. I think it'll be too much of a push, given the conditions here are lovely, and I just want to enjoy it. And I don't want to push on to the Paps of Jura. That can wait for another day. But I'm in a good mood this morning. Hopefully have a good day, much better than yesterday's episode of drunkenness. That's what that was, and roughness. So I don't want to feel like that when I'm on these journeys. So I learned a bit about that. Hopefully, probably not learn my lesson, but can you hear that? Just birds singing. I'll catch you later. So I'm all ready for the off now, and I thought before I go, for you people who've never seen a bothy, then I thought I'd show you this is typical of what you get in a bothy, but this is actually quite a nice one. You get a little room at the back of here, which is a worker's room. You get people in coming over here and spend time doing the bothy up. It's a place where you could put your wet gear, I suppose, and hang them up there, and there's plenty of hooks and stuff on the walls. And that's what you've got. Saws there for obviously chopping wood up and sawing wood up for the fire. And then there's 2 rooms in this bothy. You've got little bits of information on the walls, fire extinguisher, and a couple of bits of maps and some general guidance on how to treat the bothy. This is the room I had the fire in last night. Plenty of sleeping facilities here. Bits of books up there, plenty of seats, tarpaulin there if you ever need that. There's a sleeping mat up on the top there people have left, and you get people leaving things. I've left the fire for somebody. The kind gentleman before me left the fire for us, so I've reciprocated that and left the fire for the next people. This is the other room. I slept in here with Ollie. Plenty of seats and stuff, little lanterns. It's got a bit of a theme, of a nautical theme going on in this place, as you can see. Over here you've got some pots and pans and all kinds of useful bits and pieces. So that's typical of a bothy. Head off now, see what this day brings. Are we going? Is that mean yes? There you tracks, there you hoof pins all the way on this track out of the bothy. And lo and behold, There's probably two of them that I've come up with this morning. So this is that tussock ground I talked about, all hills and holes. You got to watch your ankles and your knees when you're in this stuff. And sometimes you just got to bash your way through it. But it's been alright so far anyway. Another couple of mountain goats just sitting on the rock side there, right in the centre of the screen. A sail that's sadly come to its end of its life. I got a whiff of something downwind, so it didn't take very long to find it. That's the headland. We sort of just come through that crack there. Missed that headland out. I knew that would be just a waste of time going round. And there's a couple of mountain goats on the side following us around. And they are running over the grass. There's off. There's off. My best guess is that Otter's had a nice evening meal. Left that lobster tail not eat. Another absolutely gorgeous beer. So I know I can get round that little bit. So I've had a look when I was on the peninsula there. I can get round that corner and a little bit further round, then I'll make a decision. I might have to clamber over the tops again, but I'm definitely going to go along that side there and see what I come across there. So when you're on long distance journeys like this, clearly water is important, especially when it's as hot as it is today. So obviously we need about these sort of conditions, you need about 3 to 4 litres of water to last you through a day like this. It's very important to take advantage of it. This looks like a really nice one, so I thought I'd stop here and get some water. I always check on the map to see where the next water source is and get the appropriate amount of water to last until I get to that next one. But this one's a good one, so I'm going to take advantage of this one and get some more. Should be nice. And that's all it takes, just a litre of water out of a nice stream like that. Should be absolutely delicious, just nice and cold. Delicious. Doesn't get any better than that. So that's the bay down there. I just got my water in. Those cliffs in the distance where Ollie and I scrambled over the top of. So look at that cave and natural arch. And what's in the cave? My best guess here is all the mountain goats that's here. They must be taking shelter in these caves overnight, because if you look at the floor, I would say it's goats. So I've got a decision to make now. I've got this lovely bay down here I can walk round, but there's a little section in the middle of the screen there at the minute where I've just looked at the back with the binos, and it's all rock face all the way around there, and it looks like a bit of a sharp drop off to actually get to it. So I'm going to take a choice now, and I'm going to go along the top to there. So I've come inland and picked up this, looks like a quad track actually, which is a bit strange. So I'm going to follow it all the way up to that summit, and that summit is a set of lochans. So it'd be a good place for you to have a swim in, maybe myself even. And then we've got a straight line down to the beach after that. So just plodding along up here. It's not too hard going, it's quite easy as you can see, but obviously I'm gaining height, so it's a little bit strenuous underfoot. That's the lochan. Ollie's down there already. So there's another set of mountain goats I noticed on the when I was coming over the lochan there, and they're still here. There's loads of them. Stay there, so. There they are, going along the bank side there now. They're mountain goats, Jimmy. There's a good lad. Good lad. There's a red deer and some goats with its kids here as well. 2 kids, a goat and a red deer. A nice little family of them. They're off. So I've been up to the lochans, done the hill climbing, and I've come down to this fabulous view down here. Look at the maps there, the contour lines are showing I can get round. So I'm going to head down to this beach area back down here now, and hopefully I can get round. Looks like I can on the map, so I'm going to hopefully skirt around the outside of there and come to this lovely bay that's down there. There's 2 bays. I'm not gonna push on today to Cheyenne Bay. I thought it was about 6 miles to this. I think it's Corpach, if I'm pronouncing it right. I think I've done about 8-9 miles now, so it's going to be more like 11 miles by the time I get down there. I think just all the contours you have to cover around. So I'm going to head down here and find myself a nice camp spot, and we'll see how things pan out, and I'll catch you shortly. Another one paid the price. So where Ollie's standing, that's a good example of a raised beach. I'm no geologist, but I read a little bit about them before I came away, so I'd understand what they were all about. These raised beaches were formed when the ice cap was there, and then it melted. The sea levels rose temporarily, and also there was apparently a bit of an upwelling of the land at the same time, or just shortly after, I think it was. Don't take my word for gospel and read about it yourself, but that's a good example of what's a raised beach. There's 2 little patches there. They've been part of the sea at one point, and they were good. Couple of 100 metres away from the tide line now, at least a couple of 100 metres away, and probably about 20 or 30 metres higher than the actual spring tide line. And it's quite incredible that you think the sea level used to be this high years ago. I'm just looking at the contour lines. I think it's about 35 metres above sea level. This the west coast of Jura has some of the best examples in the whole world of raised beaches. So I'll just walk over here and show you how high it is against the actual sea level, but according to the contour lines, it's about 35 metres up. But like I say, it's quite incredible that the sea level was once this high, flashing waves in at this height, and all that would have been beneath the ground. There's the actual beach now down there, so it's a good example of it. There's the actual beach. You could argue that was sort of raised, but it's more likely to be more recent. This one here is well above the sea level. For a place to camp now, and I have to say, this one's tempting. This place here, it's like a bowling green, this grass, but I'm headed for 1 or 2 of these beaches here. This one looks magnificent, and the other one, believe it or not, it's actually better than that one. Not that there's anything wrong with that one. I'm going to check this one out first, then go to the one about a kilometre further round, and I think that one might be slightly better. I think it could be hopefully my idea of heaven. We'll see when we get there. Sand. I love the beach. What a beautiful spot. I'd be hard pushed if I didn't enjoy it here. But I'm going to go along to the next one and see what that one's like as well. One word for that: magnificent. That is my idea of heaven. Looks absolutely fabulous, this place. It's got a waterfall running into it. It's got some lovely features, little pointy bits of rocks and stuff. Looks like beautiful lawn grass and powder white sanded beaches. I don't think it gets any better than that. I think I found me spot where I want to be. I think I have. So many places. I'm going to run out of superlatives shortly on this beach. It's absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. As you can see, I'm over the Moonwood. Look at that, perfect drinking water in there for you. So plenty water coming out of there, nice and fresh. Absolutely stunning. What do you reckon? Eh? What do you reckon? There's loads of spots. It's like bowling green grass, flat spots all over. It's like take your pick here. I don't know which one I'm going to have. Which one do you want, son? Which one do you want? I think a little bit further to the sand, son. I think a little bit further to the sand. That can be the spot. That one there. What do you think of that? I think it's pretty decent. That's me look. Out. Bowling green. Well, you see, I chose my campsite. Absolutely unbelievable. It's probably one of the best campsites I've stayed on in my life. I've been to some good campsites, believe me. And it's got everything, this place. It's got beauty, solitude. There's a waterfall over there for water. It's absolutely magnificent. I can't say anything else about it. It's just, I'm probably the happiest bloke in Scotland at the moment. Absolutely unbelievable. This place here. There's the sun just setting there now, just behind us. Howie, doesn't get much better than that. So I'm going to get me dinner now. I've flown the drone, so I'll be able to show you that footage. I might have already done so. Today's been a fantastic walk. Really enjoyed it. It was tougher than I thought. I didn't get to that Cheyenne Bay, which I was planning to get to. That was, on my reckoning, was about 12 miles. But all the hills and the holes and the bits of contours you need to go around, it was actually, I think I clocked up 10 miles to get to here, so it would have been a bit too much to get to there today. I just want to enjoy myself anyway. So I'm going to have another leisurely day tomorrow, camp one more night, and then head back to my van. So, but I've had a fabulous time on this trip so far. Just today's just topped it off and just getting better and better. So, absolutely delighted with what I'm seeing at the moment. But the little lad's tired. He's done a hard shift today, going across all those raised beaches and stuff. Absolutely spectacular. I'm going to leave you with this sunset now, and going to get me dinner, get some water, get my little lad tucked in, and I'll catch you in the morning.